Hey, welcome back to Five Lakes Garage, and we are still out here in Uwharrie, and we're here with Rob from Xterra Rob's Garage. Now, still a hard word to say. But anyway, so Rob, how you doing, man?
Doing good,
Appreciate
man.
you coming out here with us and inviting us on a nice little trail ride.
Yeah.
So hopefully you kind of saw that on both of our channels, and there's a link down here below for Rob's channel. But Rob, your 2021 Toyota Tacoma, what did you do with this thing, and what is the future plans?
Oh, well, let me tell you all about it. First things first, I did used to have a Nissan Xterra, but once I sold that and upgraded to a Toyota Tacoma, I decided to go ahead and get some lift kit and tires and a few things on it. So first thing, I've got 265 75 16, and these are the Goodyear Wrangler Ultra Terrains. This is more of a budget-friendly all-terrain tire. It's done really well for me with what I do. The overall lift that I got on it, I do have a 2-inch lift in the front, 1-inch lift block in the rear. So this is the Bilstein 5100 shock package, where you have the circlips that you can adjust the ride height. It's worked out really well for me, especially on a budget where I was trying to do a lot of things all at once. I do have body armor 4x4 step sliders. So a lot of rock sliders will be angled upwards, up towards the rocker panel. These ones are flat, makes it easier for shorter people to step up and get into a lifted truck. On the front end of the truck, I do have body armor 4x4 for my front bumper. This is kind of the low profile bumper. And I do have a Badlands 9,500 pound winch that I got from Harbor Freight. I've had that one for almost 10 years now. It's never failed me, not yet.
Now, would you do the bumper a little bit different now since you actually put one on there? And if you want to know how I put it on, it's on this channel.
So I actually like this. As I was starting modifying my Tacoma, I wanted it to be somewhat stock friendly. I didn't want it to have all the off-road characteristics that I had, say, in my Nissan Xterra that was very heavily modified for off-road. So I thought this low profile front bumper really was a good mix of form and function. This one does have optional bolt-on corners. So if you want a little more ground clearance in the front, you can trim your stock bumper here and you can get a bumper corner that bolts on and extends the bumper out in front of the tire.
So are your fog lights factory, being that they're yellow?
They were on there when I got it, but I bought it. I bought it 2 years used.
Okay.
So I don't know the details on that.
Okay.
And then yeah, I detail a couple more modifications that I have, like on the interior. But one of the first things that I did was, as I was trying to protect a newer vehicle, I got rough country seat covers on everything. It's a nice durable neoprene. The inside of the truck is a mess, so I won't show you all that. But
yeah. So what about underneath though? I did say that you were hitting some really good rocks today. How did you protect all the underneath?
Oh yeah, good question. So yeah, you can't see it here, but I do have a skid plate package. So this is Iron Man 4x4. So I think that's an Australian-based company. They have a decent skid plate package. It's a good mix, I'd say, of weight savings and also protection. So it's about 4mm plate steel. It's got a lot of forms and kind of welded structure to give it the reinforcement. And I've got a video on my channel about that, but I found that yeah, it's taken some hits, and I'm glad that I put them on there.
Yes, I'm glad too. All right,
and then of course
the tail end.
All right, so on the rear bumper, I've got the hookroad.com bumper. So they have multiple different styles that you can choose from, but this was the one that I liked. So I liked that it was kind of a basic style, and it looked like it was a little more slim and a little bit maybe a little bit more ground clearance on the rear, which is what I was thinking of. But overall, I like how it fits up with the overall body. It gives it a little bit more protection for taking a hit, although I still have the trailer hitch, which is that serves as a skid plate.
You found that a few times.
I found the trailer hitch a few times. So
take a look at the size of this recovery point. That is ridiculously huge.
Yep.
We haven't had a chance to use it yet, but the day is still early.
The day is still early. I do want to give that a test. And so I actually did a full overview and design review of this rear bumper, where I take my digital calipers and measure different parts of it. So the detail and the welded structure behind it is all on my channel if you're curious about learning more about this bumper.
And if you think that looks familiar, I got one that's close up on the back of the Tacoma as well. So how did you hook up these lights here? Did you hook it up to the backup, or do you have a switch?
Oh man, that's a loaded question, because I haven't done that yet. That's to be determined. I know.
Right. Tune in on Xterra Rob's Garage, and you'll find out.
Yeah, I've got a future video coming out with I'll call it the finishing details. Bolting up the rear bumper is actually surprisingly easy, because it's like 6 bolts, and you're like, oh, it's on. But then you have the main trunk of the wire harness you got to retain and zip tie a bunch of stuff. And one thing that's different from your bumper, I got this license plate light that came with it, and it had like a small little blade connector that plugs into the actual light bulb socket, which is not weatherproof or sealed up or anything, so it's not really plug and play. So I ended up having to cut off connectors and splicing in with weatherproof heat shrink connectors and everything to wire it in. And the other thing too, just since rear bumpers are not compatible with blind spot monitoring, I had a lot of connectors left dangling unused. So I used a lot of dielectric grease and heat shrink to make sure they were wrapped up so it didn't cause blown fuses and things like that. So there's definitely some install work to do after the bolts go into the bumper, but overall I like the style, and it's performed well so far.
Yes. So you have everything that you have already bolted on, that you've already covered in your channel. What is the future besides the wiring? What are you going to do next?
Oh, for the bumper specifically?
Oh, just for the whole truck.
Oh man.
And what do you not like about what you've already done?
Oh man, so
it's a loaded question.
Yeah, I know that is a loaded question, because I'm always learning new things. One of the things that I do have kind of in the future is I do want to do a fuel tank skid plate. So the skid plate set that I got from
the plastic one's not enough?
No, the plastic one's not enough.
Geez.
And the plastic one actually bolts into the straps that support it. So it's like if you did take a hit, it's just going to hit right into your tank anyway. So that is on the list. The other thing too, the Bilstein 5100 setup, I do think that it is a great setup for being on a budget and trying to get lift. Definitely in some situations the ride is not as comfortable. It's a good handling, but as far as bump compliance, speed bumps, or going over kind of whoops and stuff. So like I noticed this like when I've gone off-roading on the beach and like at the Outer Banks and everything. It's like sometimes it's like it just is hard hitting. That's just due to the nature of the internal shock valving. It's a digressive piston. So
we're not desert racing.
Yeah, right. Yeah, not usually desert racing, but I do have my eyes on an iBox setup where they've got the Pro Lift setup, and they got a coilover that can go up to like 2.5 inches. One thing is, with the breakover angle of these Tacomas, even with the short bed, it's like you drag a lot. So I think I need a little bit more lift, the ability to fine tune the ride height with all of the weight and armor that I've got on this thing, and hopefully get something a little bit more of a smoother ride. I mean, the Bilsteins do work great for what they are, but definitely at the price point. But that'd probably be my next upgrade.
All right.
That and 33-inch tires. But I have to wait until I wear these down a little bit.
In Toyota terms, that's 285s, by the way.
285, 75, 16.
There you go.
That's the plan.
That's what we're doing. Because you got really nice rims, which you can't tell because mine's really dirty because I hit on mud holes.
Yeah.
So, anyway, well, I appreciate it, man. Thanks for coming out here. We'll do it again.
Awesome,
man. If you guys want to check out all the mods that he's done to this particular Toyota, go ahead and check it out at Xterra Rob's Garage. Until next time, take it easy, have fun. We're going to go out wheeling.